What would you say when you meet your mum when she was a child? You're an amazing person who can get through anything and never lose hope no matter what. Always move forward with passion in your heart for everything you do and love yourself. Everything is going to be okay, followed by a smile. My mother has underwent 11 surgeries, survivor of cancer, and currently has lupus, and has been told multiple times every few years by doctors that she might not survive ranges or 5 years. I respect her above anyone I've ever met, and she left abusive relationships of my biological dad and family. You know, therapy is a really good idea. It's a good thing to help people with their problems. That's what heroes do. If you ever feel like you have to do something to hide some part of yourself, you should talk about it first. It's okay. You don't have to feel ashamed of who you are. You're beautiful, just as God made you. Add that $100 in $1,969, she wouldn't have had me. Problem solved. Your parents mean well, but they are ignorant and have been given primitive resources to help raise you. It's okay for you to question what you have been taught. You can disregard what they say if it doesn't make sense, doesn't work, or the advice hurts people. I love you. Take heart, take care. It will get worse before it gets better, but it will get better. Don't listen to anyone who calls you fat. You are perfect the way you are. Also, I know that your household is volatile. You're going to do better by your kids, but they will still be traumatized if you yell all of the time like your dad does. You need to find ways to better calm yourself and not take out your anger on others. Therapy might help. You really need some help for your anger and emotional regulation issues before you're ready to have kids. And don't ever hit your kids with that fucking wooden spoon. Instead, lean into teaching them to read early and giving them lots of growing and cultural experiences. That stuff will be much healthier for them. And maybe go get therapy first, because if you jump into a relationship right away, you're gonna end up marrying your father. But if he didn't provide anything for the household and acted like a child, the responsibilities your parents abandoned do not become yours by default just because you are the oldest. You have other family, and unlike you, they are adults. Let yourself be a kid for a little while. There's a long road ahead, and you deserve a moment or two of happiness before the real hardships begin. Mum, please don't marry him. He is an abusive, patriarchal and misogynistic man. My father will cause you so much pain and disappointment. He is a failure of a man. I want you to keep pursuing being a writer and studying in Monaco. I want you to be happy and all. I love you so much. You're gonna get cancer, but you're gonna survive it and come out healthy, so stay strong and as happy as can be. Don't be afraid to talk to your kids when you're struggling. They are there for you. Also invest in Bitcoin and buy your favorite kid a T-Rex skull. Probably stumble through the very few words of a native language that I know while she stares in confusion at the most foreign-looking person she has ever encountered at that time. Be super worried I'm going to get parasitic round ones just from proximity. Me mum, take good care of yourself, especially your health, so you can be with me in my wedding, when I am going to deliver for my first baby, and to see your granddaughter that is really look at you. I love you, Mom. I'd just have a casual conversation with her ... Then make fun of her haircut before I went back to 2024. Maybe tell her that someday she have a son who will love her dearly. Save your money and strike out on your own. Become independent and strong. You'll be very sad you depended on your mom so much when she is gone, and you are age 60 with no assets. So there's this thing called anxiety, and you've got it bad. If you could deal with that, it would be grand. Also invest in Amazon and Apple as soon as you hear about them. Oh my god, so much. I'd have her on a better track and to choose better men and go for what she really wants in life, not what some man told her is best. If you get married to some douchebag and have kids in your early 20s, no one made you do it but you. Treat your daughters with some respect. Hey kid, tell your doctor to check you for scoliosis, because if you don't get checked, you're gonna be really unhappy in about 70 years. Yeah, I'll love you and all, but like, Could you get your mental health in check before kids? Therapy ain't that bad. Thanks, future mom. Mom always sacrificed for me, so I must be willing to do the same, mom. Don't marry Mr. De Fleury. You two don't really love each other. I would warn her about my father, and hopefully she would have chosen that other guy who wanted to marry her and take her to France. You have no ability to cope with addiction, so do not start drinking or smoking. Also, don't listen to granddad. Go to law school. Get help. Call the authorities the next time he touches you. And if you do meet a guy in the mental hospital, walk the other way. When you have kids, research ADD and get your son on medication. And encourage his creativity instead of focusing on academics. Whatever you do, never start drinking. You'll lose everything, including me, and become everything you hated about your parents. Please, for the love of God, never sign up for Facebook or TikTok. My mum has Sadiq gone down the Canaan rabbit hole. Please don't marry him and just focus on building yourself as an individual, your career. You deserve the best. Hey, whatever you do, don't take any prescription pain pills, or you won't ever see your son grow older than 13. There's a poem by Sharon Olds about this. Don't use guilt as a way to parent your children. It'll fuck them up for life. Otherwise, love you, mom. I would tell her that everyone is wrong and that she should pursue her dream career in medicine. You know that video by Jillian Meyer, I'm your grandma. Yeah, there. But I'm your daughter. Steve's an asshole. Don't marry him. Bonus points. I'd never have to be born as a result. I would tell her she needs to have her dad buy as much Apple stock as he can afford in 1978. Abortion said all ghost-like. No, seriously, nothing. Temporal paradoxes are no joke. Don't marry him. We're born disappointments. And invest with the Roth IRA ASAP. Don't use a sperm donor, it will ruin your marriage and you'll never be happy anyways. You're an idiot when you get older. Get an abortion with your firstborn. Don't marry your college boyfriend. He will cheat on you repeatedly. Do everything exactly the same, but invest in Windows and Apple. Stay away from drugs. Suddenly she passed away from an overdose. Never start a relationship with Mr. Hawk. He'll destroy your life. Quit acting like a victim, or it will define your entire life. Don't fall for that guy in the red convertible at the drive-in. Unless they invent time travel, that is unlikely to ever occur. I hope you chase your dreams, not what grandma wants for you. You're making the world a better place simply by being here. Stay away from my father. He's an alcoholic and an abuser. Same thing my dad used to say to me. Don't have kids.